So I already know you, so I don't need to warm you up.
No.
I'm just gonna ask you how you met Val.
I met Val through work. Her father worked in the same department as me, and when she used to come home from school, she went to school in Chicago. He would invite her out to social events that we would do like after work or like on the weekend. So I got to interact with her at those times.
What do you think about the concept of the one? Like, is there a one out there? Are there lots of ones? Did you get the one?
Uh, no, I definitely think I got the one.
Good answer.
The concept of the one, I don't know. Like, I found the one that fit for me. I'll say it that way. She was wasn't expecting it. I'll say that. I did this. I had this bet with a friend of mine, a female friend of mine, that if I could make it to 30, that I wouldn't get married, but we could. If I made it to 30, I wasn't gonna get married. But she was like, if you make it to 30 and you still are interested, like we're such good friends, we'll get married, and it'd be just like a friendship type of like relationship. Like she's just real cool, female. But no, my plan was not to get married once I got late in my 20s, and I met Val at 29, and she got me right before I was about to hang up my jersey. Yeah.
What's a challenging question that you've asked yourself before you decided to get married?
Do I want to do it?
Fair enough. How'd you get through that?
You don't know. For me, I didn't know. Like you never know what you're gonna get with another person. Never know how, like being under one roof, how the interaction is gonna happen. Like when you go through challenges, how they're gonna handle it versus how you handle it. So me, I'm very logical in like how I look at things, how I do things. So it was about what things can I do to try to avoid or minimize the amount of issues or hurdles I would have in a relationship with whoever I was to settle down with. So I try to take care of a lot of the things that you typically hear people divorce over or argue about. I tried to get all those things lined out well before finding a spouse, like settling down. So that was kind of my logical way of trying to look at being getting married, having a partner.
Yeah, it seems like a lot of people might get married for reasons other than love. What do you think about that?
It's interesting. We were just out this past weekend. I don't know if you want me to date anything, but this past weekend we were out, and that conversation came up, or maybe we were watching one of those Love Island shows or something, and that conversation was had about like falling in love and how long that lasts. And for me, it's more about compatibility than love. I think love is important. Like it's a good emotion. You wanna have that, but I think that does fade, and it's about for me longevity for something like this. Like I took the vows very serious. Like I wanted it to be for life. So yeah, it was about compatibility for me more so.
That word seems to be a theme that I think is going to keep coming up, which is very interesting. How do you know if you're compatible with someone? Is it just going to be easy? Or is it that you can fight the right way? Or what does compatibility mean?
For me, it's I like to slow play it a little bit. I took my time because I waited so long as well to settle down. So in my mind, and I had one or two friends too that we would have these conversations about like finding the one, getting married. If we were to get married, these are some of the things that we would do. So one of my things was I was going to date the person 2.5, 3 years to really kind of go through the ups and downs of being in a relationship before like deciding yes or no. So me and Val dated for 2 years before I actually decided to like pop the question. So it's just like knowing that aspect of it, of like you can go through trials and tribulations, the ups and downs, and is that person still gonna like be there? Like how did they? For me to see the real side of someone, they got to go through some pains or some tribulations. If you don't experience any kind of ups and downs, all light and fluffy, like I think you could possibly face some issues in the future in your relationship. But if you have some of those ups and downs, you allow that time to experience those things, then you can see how compatible you would be with that particular person. Yeah, that was my way of doing it.
Quick yes or no with a follow-up question.
Okay.
Have you ever had a challenging moment with your wife?
The first part of our relationship, yes.
Okay. If you're open to sharing, you don't have to go into details, but I'm more interested in the lesson you learned from that challenging moment and how it made you a better man.
Oh, easy. Better communication on my part. 100%. Patience. I thought I was patient. I wasn't patient enough.
What does that mean? How do you think you're patient and not patient enough? When do you figure that out?
Well, after you go through that issue and then y'all look back and you have the conversation, she tells me I'm not patient enough. Yeah, I was not patient enough. Again, like my logical brain, like I think I want things to happen in a certain order. Like if I was going to get married, I already knew it had to happen before 30. If I was going to have kids, I already knew it needed to happen between 33 and 30, because I knew what time they would be graduating and what time I wanted to retire. So like in my mind, like all that had already been worked out. And if she's not hitting the list of things I need to happen for these things to happen, then like she's throwing me off. But like there, not to be religious or whatnot, but there's a bigger fish out here that's like, there's a bigger person out here controlling things, and like we all think that we have the control of our life and our plans and whatnot, and it's just not the truth. It's just not the truth, and I found that out, but it all worked out. It all worked out in the end.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, last thing. If there's somebody out there in a relationship right now, if they're a man particularly, and they're thinking about popping the question,
okay,
they're not sure, what would you ask them to ask themselves to figure out if that's the right decision or not?
I guess just imagine yourself without that person. What would your life be like? When you're in it, you're in it. And it's hard to do unless that person's really like not with you, like y'all have separated. But they always, that's a saying I've heard people say, like, if it's important to you, or if it's meant to be, it'll come back, it'll circle back. And I do believe like that to be true. Like if it's supposed to happen, it's supposed to happen. Yep.
Awesome, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, thanks for doing this.
Yeah. I appreciate it. I wish you would have told me we was going to be on video. So.
I had to leave a little surprise.
It's all good. It's all good. Y'all can green screen my shirt or something.